Today's video is going to be answering the question, what is a trust? Hello, I'm Jeff Fouts with the estate planning and asset protection law firm Fouts Law Group. So thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to protect your assets from creditors, predators, excessive taxes, protect your assets after you die so that your spouse's next spouse doesn't get them, or when you leave them to your kids, so that they're divorced and remarriage, and they don't go down to your step grandkids, and also you want to protect your IRA and from the nursing home, well, you've come to the right place. If you want to get educated about those things, then just click the subscribe button, and also make sure you click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. So the question is, what is a trust? Now, in this video, I'm not going to be talking about the difference necessarily between a will and a trust. I'm just going to be talking more specifically about what is a trust. So a trust at its most elemental, basic level is words on a piece of paper. I'm not trying to be silly, okay? But words mean things in American law and British law. And so the history of trusts go back hundreds of years, hundreds of years. And so very stable law. And so a trust is writing your intentions on a piece of paper, giving certain rights to someone, and making so someone gets a benefit from it, and also someone is in control of it. That's really the essence of a trust. Someone gets a benefit and someone is in control. Now, the thing that's confusing for people that make people think that a trust is, got to be very complicated, it's just got to be for rich people, is they think that a trust has to be managed by some third party, some trust, some bank, or some person you don't know, and that is not correct at all. For example, you could leave a trust for your wife to protect her against her next husband, and your wife could be in charge of that money. You can leave a trust for your daughter, and your daughter is the beneficiary. She gets the benefit and she manages it herself. She's the manager. And by doing that, you are giving them the gift of asset protection. Now, we have to say to ourselves, well, Jeff, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that so? Well, in a way, it doesn't really matter why it's so. It's just the way the law is. And so what I tell people is, take your common sense and set it outside. Okay, now, I don't mean to be patronizing. I tell this to my own staff. Common sense doesn't matter. We're talking about the law here, okay? So a trust is a very useful device for asset protection, keeping money in your bloodline, making sure your grandchildren don't blow the money. So a trust talks about who gets the money, who's in charge of the money, and it can be the same person. And then who gets it later, and when do they get it, and how do they get it, okay? So very important. So a trust is not really and truly controlling from the grave. Yes, it can be controlling from the grave, but what it really is in the modern world, modern estate planning, is protecting. Okay, so you are giving something that your beneficiary cannot get on their own, a level of asset protection that's impossible for them to get unless you give it to them at that time that they become the beneficiary. Okay, so in a later video I'll talk about the difference between a trust and a will, but right now I just want to talk about what a trust is. And I guess I might as well go ahead and say that a trust is governed by a set of laws that are not that do not have to be overlooked, supervised by the probate court. And so what that means is it avoids probate. Not only that, but it doesn't matter what state you're in, it travels very well. So asset protection, child protection, grandchild protection, spouse protection, all of those things can be achieved through a trust. So they are a very powerful, powerful tool, and they are not in any way just for rich people. Do not think that they're overly complicated. Some people that are financial planners, for example, may think that they're overly complicated. That is not the case. They are speaking about something that they do not have legal experience to discuss. So anyway, feel free to leave your comments leave your thoughts and comments below. And so we at Fouts Law Group focus on asset protection for you and for your family. So we specialize in that. We are not general practitioners. So we want to share our knowledge with you. We want you to have a plan that actually functions and doesn't just look pretty. So give us a call if you'd like to schedule a free consultation. When you come in, I'll also give you a copy of my book. It is a real book, available on Amazon, but you won't have to pay for it. It's called Estate Planning in Georgia: How to Leave Your Assets in the Smart Way and Protected. So we post videos like this on a regular basis to educate you. If this is something that is of interest to you in tax savings, just click the subscription button and the notification bell, and we look forward to seeing you here next time. And by the way, be sure to visit our website, FoutsLawGroup.com. See you later.